My name is Teddi Bishop, and this is the Pipetting digital badge. I'm going to be showing you how to collapse a pipette bulb. So here I have a pipette bulb. I'm just going to press down on the suction valve and then lightly press in on the bulb, and that will collapse the bulb how it is there. And now I'm going to attach this bulb onto the top of the pipette. Here I have a 25.00 milliliter volumetric pipette, and it has two significant figures of accuracy because it is volumetric. As you can see there are not really any droplets on the pipette because I did wash it before this, so I made sure it was clean. And we're just using water today, so just rinsing it out with distilled water was fine. I didn't need to rinse it with any other solution. And here I'm going to suck the solution that I am using up into the pipette using the suction valve on the pipette bulb. And I'm actually going to pull it up above the calibration mark which is my desired amount of liquid. So I'm going to pull it up above that mark, but not up into the pipette bulb because that will cause the bulb to stop functioning. And now here you can see I am just lightly tapping the pipette to make sure I get any bubbles out that may be up in the pipette in the solution. And now that I have my solution in the pipette, I went ahead and grabbed an empty Erlenmeyer flask to dispense my solution into. And to dispense the solution, I'm first going to take off the pipette bulb that is on the top, as you can see there, and replace it with just my thumb over the top of the pipette. So it's a little bit hard to see right here, but my thumb is over the mouth of the pipette, and I'm just lightly removing pressure and reapplying pressure with my thumb over the top to kind of let the liquid level slowly go down. And there you can see the top of the meniscus is just touching that calibrated 25.00 milliliter mark on the pipette, and I always bring my eye level down to the mark to make sure that I have the exact correct amount of liquid in the pipette. And now I am just going to drain the pipette and dispense the liquid into the flask by simply removing my thumb and let it slowly drain due to gravity. We are not going to use the expel valve on the pipette bulb because we don't want to force any of the liquid out of the pipette. And as you can see here, there is a little bit of liquid still left in the tip of this pipette, as there should be because it is a chemistry pipette. So there you can see a little bit of that blue colored water. Now I'm going to repeat that same process with a graduated pipette. As you can see there, I have collapsed my pipette bulb again, and I am attaching it onto the top of my 10.00 milliliter graduated pipette. And these pipettes do not have a specific calibrated volume to be measured like the volumetric pipettes, but they can measure lots of different volumes all along those marks. This one, again, is clean. I washed it before use and made sure that no droplets were sticking on the inside of the pipette. And now I am using the suction valve to draw up my colored water up well above the line of measurement in my pipette. As you can see there, it's well above that 10 milliliter mark. And then right here, I am just going to quickly remove the pipette bulb once again, and then replace it with my thumb over the top of the pipette there. And then I'm just going to very slowly and gently release pressure with my thumb to allow some of the liquid to drain out from the pipette until it has reached my desired volume. So as you can see, the top of the meniscus is just meeting that 0 mark right there on the pipette. And now to release this liquid out of the pipette, I am not going to use the pipette bulb, but I'm just going to bring my pipette over the empty cylinder that I want to disperse it into and release my thumb off of the top of the pipette with no pressure on it to allow it to just gravitationally dispense out the bottom. It is important to remember with these pipettes that you can't let all of the liquid drain out of the bottom of the pipette. You have to leave a little bit of liquid in the bottom. You can only allow it to drain down to that bottom line, as you can see there, that 10 line, to accurately record your desired amount of volume.